It's time for Timothy. Yes, it's time to join Timothy and his friends for today's adventure, the Magic Paintbrush. Things are buzzing around the school this morning as Mr. Carl, the principal, calls everyone together for a very special announcement. An announcement that will have a great effect on our friend Timothy. Boys and girls, I've called you together this morning to announce a very special project. Our school has been invited to participate in the annual citywide drama festival. I'm pleased to introduce you to Miss Sparkle, the dramatic teacher from the high school. She has graciously agreed to be our guest director for this production. She's with us this morning to tell you about the play. Miss Sparkle?
Thank you, Mr. Carl. It is indeed a pleasure for me to work with the talented boys and girls in this school. I have selected scenes from the classic book Tom Sawyer as our entry in the competition. As you know, this drama has many interesting characterizations. Tom Sawyer, of course, and Becky Thatcher, Huckleberry Finn, and many others. There are copies of the scenes we will be using in the school library. I suggest you get a copy and read it over and decide on the part you would like to portray. Tryouts will be held next Wednesday after school. We will try to use as many of you as possible in either the cast or the stage crew. It'll be great fun and a fine experience for all of you. Thank you, Mr. Carl.
Come on, Tim. Let's go to the library and get a copy of Tom Sawyer.
Are you really going to try out for that play, Kathleen?
Of course I am. I'd like to try out for the part of Becky Thatcher. And do you know what, Tim? You'd make a perfect Tom Sawyer.
Not me. I'm no actor. No, sirree. Not me.
Timothy, being in this play is going to be fun.
Fun? Ha! I don't want to make a fool out of myself and have that high school lady laugh at me. No way!
Nobody's going to laugh at you, silly. Unless the lines are funny, then you want to laugh. No kidding, Tim. I can really see you in that part.
Well, I can't see me trying out for any part. I'm just not good for that sort of thing.
How do you know if you don't try? Honestly now, wouldn't you like to be in the play?
Well, maybe, but I just know I wouldn't be any good, so just forget it.
Timothy Churchmouse, you're going to miss out of lots of things if you keep thinking that you aren't good enough. Well, anyway, I'm going to try out, and so are Jonathan and Elmer and the other kids.
Oh, who wants to be in that dumb old play anyway?
Timothy, you've been moping around the house all day. I don't know what's gotten into you. If you're not in the mood to play with your friends, why don't you clean up your room? It's a fright.
Oh, Aunt Agatha.
I don't see how you can stand being in such a clutter. No wonder your ears are drooping.
Guess I'm just naturally messy.
Nobody is naturally messy.
Oh, Aunt Agatha, just lay off.
Oh, come on, Timothy, come on. Tell me what's bothering you.
Oh, nothing. Oh, everything. Oh, I don't know. Just leave me alone, will you? I don't want to talk about it. And I don't want to be in any dumb play either.
Now, what was that supposed to mean?
Sometimes I just think I'll run away. Live in the woods. Be a hermit. I'm no good at anything. Timothy, aren't you going to try out for the play? Worst part is, I'd really like to be in that play, only I'd be lousy. My knees start knocking just thinking about trying out. Reading in front of all those kids, making a fool of myself in front of that high school director. I know I'd just naturally be a flop, just like I'm naturally messy. Oh, yikes! Naturally clumsy, that's me.
Oui, you are indeed clumsy. You just kicked over my vermilion. Monsieur Droopy Ears, why don't you look where you're going?
Monsieur Rabbit, gosh, I'm sorry.
Can this be? My old friend Timothy? So downhearted? So droopy? Was that you I just heard spouting your woes to the woods? Something about a play and a flop?
Yeah, but I didn't know anyone was listening.
But Timothy, I can see you as a great success as an actor.
I can see me as a great flop. You see, I'm just naturally not good at acting.
Oh, are you sure? Have you ever been in a play before?
Well, no, but I just can't see myself up there in front of all those people.
So that's the reason for the droopy ears, yes.
Oh, quit calling me droopy ears, will you?
Sorry, Timothy, but many years ago, that was my nickname, Monsieur Droopy Ears. I remember I was so very sad because I could not seem to do anything right. I was a messy eater, spilled carrot juice all over myself. And I could never seem to hop as far as the other bunnies. The worse I felt about myself, the more my ears drooped. Then one day, right here in these woods, I met a gypsy. He felt so sorry for me, he gave me a magic paintbrush. With this paintbrush, he showed me how to paint pictures of myself as a meat eater and a long-distance hopper. And before long, you know what happened?
No, what happened?
Soon, I found myself being the happy, successful rabbit in the picture. My ears began to perk up with a new pride in myself.
No kidding? Wow! I thought you were naturally good at anything.
No, Amy, I, like you, thought I was a 100% zero flop. Till the magic paintbrush came into my young life and I started painting myself as I wanted to be.
Boy, you were sure lucky. But that would never work for me. Well, number one, painting is something else I can't do. Number two, I have never known a gypsy, and even if I did, he probably wouldn't give me a magic paintbrush. So you see, I struck out again.
Poor little Timothy, so many bad pictures of yourself in your mind. But wait, there is one part of my story I did not finish. This gypsy told me that one day I would no longer need the paintbrush. So when I met someone who really needed it, I should pass it on.
He did? You mean you'd give it up?
Oh, but yes, here today to you, my friend. If ever someone needed to see his own talents, it's you. Here, try it out.
Do you think it will really work for me?
Of course it will work, if you believe.
In the paintbrush?
In the brush, but also in the young man who holds it. Here, try it. Forget the word can't, and let the creative magic flow from you to the paintbrush.
No, it won't work. I can't paint. See? Look at it. It's a mess. Just like me. I knew it wouldn't work.
No, of course not. If you think of yourself as a failure in your own mind, or use words like can't or won't, the paintbrush goes wild, splatters and splatters. You have to help a little. Think good thoughts about yourself. See yourself as you would like the picture to look. Say, I can, or I will. Then the magic paintbrush will do its stuff. Now, what would you like to paint? How would you like to see yourself?
Well, I guess what I'd like to see the most right now is a picture of me, Timothy Churchmouse, standing up before all my friends and the drama teacher reading the part of Tom Sawyer without shaking in my boots. Hey, look! Look at that! There I am! Just like I said! I did it! I mean, the magic brush did it. Would you look at that?
Ah, a good sight, my friend. Now, a little advice. Go home. Paint this picture again, several times if you like. Then when you have tryouts next week, remember how you look in the picture.
No, I can't.
Watch out for the splatters.
Oh, I can. I can. At least it looks like I can in this picture.
That's the spirit. Now run on home, Timothy, and lots of luck.
Well, it does beat all. For the past few days, Tim has been a changed boy. He goes about singing to himself. He seems to hold his head up higher, and he's always grinning as if he has some secret.
Hi, Aunt Agatha. You sure look happy this afternoon. Just like a picture.
Oh, Timothy, you gave me a start. And yes, I am happy. You've cleaned up your room without even being reminded 100 times. I couldn't believe my eyes when I walked by it a few minutes ago.
Oh, well, guess I'm just naturally a neat person.
You are? Oh, I mean, yes, you certainly are. You've taken up a new hobby, I see. I couldn't help noticing that easel and paint in your room. I didn't know you were an artist.
You didn't know that? Well, as a matter of fact, I didn't know it either, but I'm getting pretty good at it.
Well, I'd like to see some of your work sometime.
You just did. You saw my clean room.
That was a painting?
No, not exactly. It's sort of complicated to explain. But when I painted a picture of myself in a neat room, I liked the feeling of it. And all of a sudden, in the picture was a face just like yours, Aunt Agatha, smiling at me and looking so proud. I liked that, too.
You painted up my face Oh, that does beat all. I don't understand it, but I do like it.
It's magic.
Magic?
Well, you might say it's a new magic formula I'm trying out. This was sort of my first experiment. I've got bigger things in mind.
Oh, Timothy, you never cease to surprise me. What an imagination.
Excuse me, Aunt Agatha. I'd like to stay and talk, but I've got to go and get busy. I've a very important picture to paint.
Oh, really? May I ask what you're painting now?
You might say it's a self-portrait.
Oh, by the way, Tim, Kathleen called to remind you of the tryouts tomorrow. She said she didn't think that you were really interested, but she still thought that you'd make a good Tom Sawyer.
Well, I am interested. Now I really do have to get upstairs, Aunt Agatha, and get started on that picture.
Oh, run along, Tim, run along. Now that Timothy has become so neat, I'd better get busy and neaten up this kitchen a mite. I do like baking cookies, but I must say cleaning up this mess afterwards is not my favorite pastime.
Oh, no! Yikes! This is awful! My magic paintbrush is gone! Aunt Agatha, did you take it? It's gone! What did you do with it?
Now, Timothy, calm down. What's gone?
The paintbrush! It's disappeared! Gone! Vanished into thin air! Where is it? Oh, did you take it?
Honey, I didn't take anything. I did look in your room, but I didn't touch a thing, honestly. But I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll buy you another paintbrush tomorrow.
Oh, you just don't understand, do you? I need that paintbrush, and I need it now.
Oh, well, I see. But now think, Tim. Did you have it anywhere else beside in your room?
No. Well, yes, I guess I did. I had it out in the apple orchard when it was so sunny yesterday. Oh, Aunt Agatha, help me.
All right, honey, all right. I'll go out there. I'm sure it's around someplace. You look around in here. Maybe you dropped it.
Oh, now what'll I do? I'll never get the part of Tom Sawyer if I don't keep painting the picture of me trying out. It was just getting easier every time I painted it. Oh, I'm lost. I'm sunk. Just when I was learning how easy it was to use. Oh, now no magic. No Tom Sawyer. No nothing. No. Aunt Agatha, did you find it? Was it out? Oh, my gosh. Oh, no!
Oh, yes, Tim. I'm afraid the neighbor's puppy got hold of it. He really destroyed it. It's a sight. It's useless.
Oh, this is terrible. It's awful. It's a catastrophe.
Oh, I am sorry, Tim. I really am. But it can be replaced. As I said, I'll get you another one tomorrow. Since you're so interested in art, I'll get you a really fine one.
Aunt Agatha, you just don't understand. Monsieur Rabbit gave me this paintbrush. It wasn't any ordinary paintbrush. It was magic. Oh, what am I going to tell him?
Just tell him the truth. He'll understand. It was an accident, Timothy.
Oh, I was careless with it. Now I'll never get the part of Tom Sawyer.
I'm sure that all that makes sense to you, but I must admit I'm a mite confused.
Oh, it makes good sense, only it takes so much time to explain it to you. And right now I've got to go talk to Monsieur Rabbit. Oh, gosh, what a mess! Monsieur Rabbit? Monsieur Rabbit?
Well, Timothy Droopy Ears is back. Didn't the paintbrush work?
Oh, Monsieur Rabbit, it's awful. Yes, it did work. It worked good.
So, why the Droopy Ears then?
Oh, I lost it. Then the puppy found it and chewed it all up. Oh, Monsieur Rabbit, it's destroyed. I'm destroyed.
Maybe not. Maybe not. It may be all right. Close your eyes.
Is this part of the magic?
In a way, you might say it is. Are they closed tight? Now, what was the last picture you painted?
Well, I was standing on the stage in our school auditorium. Lots of kids were there, and the drama teacher, Miss Sparkle, was there too. I was reading Tom Sawyer's lines in the play.
Were you doing well?
Oh, sure. I wasn't scared or anything.
So you can see it in your mind.
Sure, clear as a bell. I should. I painted that scene often enough.
Bien. You really have progressed. You do not need the paintbrush any longer. You have a built-in one in your mind. You just close your eyes and voila! You can paint yourself into any picture you want. No trouble at all. It's even better than a magic paintbrush because you can always have it with you. It's always there, just like magic when you want it.
You know, you're right. But what if I can't?
Tim, remember what happens when you see yourself as a failure.
Splatters and splats?
Oui, yes. The picture gets all squiggly.
I think I'm beginning to get the picture. It's important for me, Timothy Churchmouse, to be in control.
Right. You are the fellow who steers your own ship. You don't want to keep running it into the ground called failure, do you? You know, Timothy, the Creator has given you a fine brain and much talent. He has added creativity and imagination. What you do with all of this is up to you.
Sure, I see. And painting all those pictures in my mind is kind of like a computer. When you paint imagination pictures of yourself doing things right, it's sort of storing up data. So when you need it, voila, it's there. I've been storing up good thoughts about trying out for the play all week so that when I try out, I won't be afraid because I've already gone through it 100 times in my mind.
Oh, Timothy, I am so proud of you. You do have a good imagination. Imagination may be our most godlike feature in creating our own future.
Speaking of future, I better get home. Tryouts are tomorrow, you know.
Hey, Kathleen, wait up. Did you try out for the play? Yes, I was the first one she called on. Where were you?
I chickened out. Got stage fright, I guess. Did you get a part?
I don't know. I doubt it. I wanted the part of Becky Thatcher so badly that I kept stumbling over the words. Annabelle read that part really good. She'll probably get it. Maybe I'll get to be one of the school kids, but it'll be fun anyway.
Where's old Tim? Did he show up, or did he chicken out too?
No, he was there, sitting by himself like he was thinking real hard. And he said he was going to read when she called on him.
Oh, sure. I can just see him up there, shaking and sputtering.
Well, at least he showed up. Come on, let's go in. She said she would announce the main characters after everyone had read.
Well, I must say this school certainly has a lot of talented young people. Producing a play takes many people helping to make it a success. People to get the props, the costumes, makeup, stage setting, ushers. So every one of you is needed. I know you're all anxious to know the cast. I would like the 3 leading characters to come up as I call your names. The role of Huckleberry Finn will be played by Steve Thompson. Becky Thatcher. Now that was a hard decision. So many of you girls read really well. My choice for Becky is Annabelle Franklin. Annabelle, dear, not only did you read well, but you spoke distinctly, and I'm sure you can be heard. Now, for the role of Tom Sawyer, there was no doubt in my mind. This young man had so much poise, it almost seemed as if he was Tom Sawyer. I was pleasantly surprised. The role of Tom Sawyer will be portrayed by Timothy Churchmouse. Tim, come up on stage, please.
I didn't know he could act.
Tim, congratulations. This will take a lot of hard work on your part, you know.
Yes, ma'am. I'll do my best.
Have you ever acted before, Timothy?
No, ma'am. Not exactly. Not on a real stage. Just sort of acted things out in my mind.
Well, a good imagination is a real help. This is a new experience for all of you, and I hope one you will enjoy. I will post the other roles and stage crew in the hall tomorrow. Rehearsals start Wednesday at 3 p.m. Be prompt. Thank you all for your cooperation. Run along now. You are dismissed.
Oh, my, I am so proud of that boy. He was so good. You know, I forgot it was Timothy up there. He was Tom Sawyer.
Congratulations, Aunt Agatha. Timothy was great.
Oh, I thank you. Did you hear that, Mr. Rabbit? Everyone thought he was great.
Oui, he was magnifique.
Oh, I just can't get over it. You know, a few weeks ago, he wasn't even going to try out. He was so scared. But once he set his mind to it, he was like a new person. It was almost like magic.
Oui, he discovered a magic secret. If you paint a picture of yourself as a success in your mind, before you know it, you will succeed, and others will get the picture.
Aunt Agatha, Monsieur Rabbit, I was backstage changing my costume, and some little kids wanted my autograph.
Oh, Timothy, you were so good. I'm so proud of you.
Magnifique! Ooh la la! Oui, oui!
Monsieur Rabbit, tell me the truth. Was that paintbrush really magic?
Well, little Tom Sawyer Church Mouse, it worked its magic spell on you, didn't it?
Yeah, and am I ever glad it did. Being in this play is the best fun I've ever had.
Oh, Timothy, you are just super. Would you autograph my program?
You might as well sign mine too. Who knows? You might be famous someday, and it would be worth something.
Excuse me, folks. Can't keep my fans waiting. See you later, after the cast party.